Okay, so I wanted to show some replays of some of the recent games that I had during my climb to Plat. This first game is against Eldlich. I have had so far an abysmal win rate against Eldlich, but this game I was able to win, and I think it was a really cool game. So let's take a look. Uh, so I lost the coin toss, obviously. And then as soon as I see this, I'm like, okay. Um, and my starting hand is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, especially Nibiru, which is like a useless card in this matchup. I open with Ecclesia to try and search, and I get immediately skill drained and rivalry of warlords. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be that kind of game. My Ecclesia effect gets negated, and then I set to impasse. I forget to attack here. That's 1500 damage. Okay, actually, hang on. So I set the Super Poly, which in hindsight was a misplay. I think I just wanted to set 2 in order to give him less chance of targeting punishment. But what did he pop it with? Oh, he popped it with this effect. Okay, yeah, but I think I was okay with setting the one Super Poly because I had the second one in hand. So yeah, but he pops it. He reveals this card. I don't know what it does, but he sets it, and then he gets to add Golden Lord back to hand. And here I realize that punishment isn't actually going to be able to destroy this card because it'll be 3500. So those also, well, I guess we just set this for later, but yeah. Um, so it's 3500. Clay's just destroyed. I'm thinking of I'm thinking right now of materials in my graveyard for Schism. So I'm really hoping to draw into a Shaddoll monster. I don't. So I set Schism, set Cold by. Yeah, my hand is like dog water. So I'm like, okay, let's just activate Punishment. Um, so now we can actually kill this. And then I set the Schism because we're going to send App Cologne here. And then we'll have 2 monsters for we'll have a light monster and a shadow monster, and App Clone will send another. I'm not sure what I'm going to send here, but I'll have at least 2 for Schism into Construct to pop the Eldlich, and then we have Cold By for when Eldlich is in the grave. So we pop Punishment here. Let's see what I send with App Clone. Dragon? Okay, dragon. Okay, that makes sense. Dragon for skill drain. Yeah, so I send dragon for skill drain, so I can actually play next turn. And yeah, so the only back row removal I'm actually running in this deck is the one dragon. So this is the one back row removal that I have in this deck. So he sets this card, and then I chain Schism. I chain Schism right now because I don't want to. I'm scared of the counter trap that Eldlich runs. So I wanted to activate Schism right now before the end of his turn. And let's see if I actually activate the effect here. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of not sure why I did that then. Okay, so I top deck Hedgehog. Um, I know he's going to just resummon Eldlich next turn. So what I'm thinking here is most likely set Hog, set Super Poly, and then once he summons it, I'm going to just Super Poly into Construct. or Schism into Construct. Let's see what I do. Yeah, it's set Hog, but I don't set Super Poly. Interesting. Hog will add me Shaddoll Fusion as well. And yeah, so, and then he had the second skill drain here, so I was like, okay, cool. So this is a pretty tough situation for me to play in now because I used my one back row removal card. And he has this card. This card is not like as bad. Like if it was Vanities or the one that's like doesn't let you play spell cards, I just auto lose. But he had this instead. So like this is a pretty tough situation for me to be in right now, but it's not like unwinnable, and I recognize that there is like an out for me, so that's why I don't just instantly surrender in this after the second skill drain here. But let's see what he does after that. So he pays 1,000. He's gonna summon Eldlich again. Okay, so I chain Schism here. Chain Schism into Construct. And I'm gonna use Hog's Material because the flip effect's not going to be able to activate. So I'm gonna use Hog as well as the Ecclesia in my graveyard. Summon Construct. Construct removes Eldlich. And then I don't act Construct's effect, obviously. And then this card, he activates it. He's gonna set one from his grave. He sets Conquistador, pays 800, draws another Eldlich. So I'm thinking that he's being a little... So he has 2 in grave right now. And then he pops my Construct. So I'm like, okay. I actually don't know why. What's the effect? It's... Oh yeah, it's this one. You can send this card and one spell trap from your hand to the graveyard, then target one card, send it to the graveyard. Okay, so I think Construct's effect should actually... Oh, Construct's effect did not activate. Okay. I draw into another Ecclesia. Yeah, these draws are pretty bad right now. I think I'm just gonna normal summon Ecclesia and attack. Because he's actually at 3,600 right now. Which is like... Yeah, I think I recognize at this point that he's actually just gonna die if he keeps using Cursed Outland. So I'm like, okay, let's just summon Ecclesia, normal summon Ecclesia, and just attack. Do 1,500, but he has a set spell. So I'm thinking... I'm probably thinking... The set spell is Conquistador, which is 1,800. Let's see what I do here. Oh, he just takes it, actually. Okay. And then I set the Super Poly and pass. Okay. Yeah, he uses the effect again. That's his third Eldlich. And he's now in lethal range. He's got two Eldlich in graveyard in one hand, so I recognize this now. And I'm going to make a pretty cool play here. He sends... Okay, yeah, so he sends... He sends Eldlich and the trap card to the graveyard to target Schism. And I chain Called By. So now he has 3 Eldlich in the graveyard. I chain Called By, target Eldlich, negating the effect of Eldlich. And now he can't activate these 2 as well, because Called By negates the activated effects of the monsters with the same original name. So this is the turning point for the game here, basically, where he can't actually summon Eldlich on the board this turn because of Called By, and because, yeah, I think he got greedy with having all his Eldlich in the graveyard. I think he could have just like kept one, but yeah, at this point, yeah, he can't actually summon this turn, so he has to pass. And his his spell trap zone is actually full, so you can't set this card either. So yeah, so I know what this card is. It's Conquistador, and then this card is like the only card. I think this card is the other one that's you can summon to the board as well. But okay, let's see what happens after this. I think, yeah. So I'm thinking at this point that he's gonna summon Conquistador to stop himself from dying. So I need to top deck a Shaddoll monster, basically. Or let's see. Yeah, so Eldlich effect. Okay, and then he tries to activate that. So he actually, yeah, he actually misplayed here because but he tried to summon Eldlich again, and then he summons Conquistador. But I don't know why, to be honest. Well, yeah, there's two Conquistadors. So one on, okay, so I top deck Alistair. I use Schism's effect. So I'm thinking right now that I'm going to use Schism's effect in order um, to get rid of Conquistador. So I'm probably, yeah, so I'm summoning Construct here. Oh, actually, I summoned App Cologne. I think I summoned App Cologne. I'm not sure why, actually. I think I thought this was Dark. But yeah, that doesn't matter, actually, because I have... So this attacks this, and then yeah, so the only thing I have to get over is the second Conquistador. So I'm thinking Super Poly. Yeah, so I'm thinking I attack this with this, and then I attempt to attack with Ecclesia. He activates Conquistador, and then I change Super Poly to fuse this and this into the construct to win. Yep, so the direct attack here, Conquistador, activate, change Super Poly, Cinnabir, and I actually end up using F Cologne and Alistair instead to summon Winder. I'm not sure why. I actually tried to use this card as material, but I couldn't. I think it's because I used both my constructs. Oh, I still had one. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think it might have been because this card is one definitely. Oh, I think no. It would have been because of Rivalry of Warlords. So this is a spellcaster, and Construct is a fairy, but Winder is a spellcaster, which I actually thought about before this when I was playing the game. But yeah, so we summon Winder here, and that's game. So he just scoops here. So yeah, that was a pretty cool game. Managed to play through skill drain, two skill drains, and Rivalry of Warlords with the really clutch called by the Grave there. So yeah, that's game one, and then I got some other games as well, but yeah, we'll see those another time.